I know. I've been in lobby swing.
Hey guys, Ryan here. We are here live over on YouTube for the Misfitz Racing League season opener here at Daytona International Speedway. I've got my co-host for this race will be Justin Putzer up here in the booth as well. So
everybody, if you
check him out
race afterwards, it'll be posted on my Facebook page, on my YouTube page, and it'll be posted on Ryan.
Hey guys, what's up?
Ryan Dyer on
YouTube. Racing League, live from Daytona Cup cars. Come on in. It's gonna be a fun one. 100 laps.
Those of you who have
Ryan?
Yep, 100 laps, 100 miles.
Misfitz Racing League.
Way more than 100 miles, but
we are going into our 5th season right here.
I'm in. Are you in?
Oh yeah, I'm loading in. I haven't gotten to like the point where I can see the track yet, but I don't know if they
remember, guys, 85 miles per hour
themselves.
If you lag out, I am sorry.
Well, looks like I'm calling green flag right now.
GP,
all right.
They are probably doing a pace lap if I had to guess.
Start first.
Oh, okay.
Joe, second.
They do a pace lap.
Yeah, if you pay attention to half the stuff in chat, you would know that they do a pace lap, just like 99% of leagues.
7. Deep rev. 8. Extreme.
I mean, a lot of leagues do
9th would be
pace
myself.
laps. No, rather than going on the initial start.
10th place.
I'm
Red
going to need an invite, though, if you can get me another invite.
Clear eye, bud.
I'm going to need to restart my game. I was doing a private lobby to get the screenshot for the race.
The white car right here.
Which is stupid how it works. That if you're in a
85 is
offline lobby, it kicks you from being able to get invites for online lobby.
And Mother Moose, you will take the
utilize online
12th place spot
in there. So you might still be the one calling the only one calling.
Everybody else line up where you are.
They're rolling through right now.
Remember, guys, this is a long race, and from our sponsor over at Ren Race Car Racing, said, hey guys, Gary from Ren Race Car.
JP, just send one to the party. I'm the only other person in the party.
Sprint, it's an endurance race. You can't win it on the first lap, but you can sure as hell lose.
There you go. I got another one from Keystone. That works.
So let's keep clean, green. We're going go green.
But yeah, remember, because they aren't going to be lined up in the starting order anyway.
All right, boys, let's open the season right. Here we go.
Take it away for the green flag.
All right, green flag is up.
Guys,
we are underway with Misfitz Racing League, live from Daytona. Now we're in the turn number 1 we go.
People are on controller, so it's hard to friend the whole line right away.
Let's see. Ryan, I hope you're in here, because I don't know these guys like you know them. But I do know we got Keystone in the 13.
He's in the 22.
Woo.
Again, if you paid attention to the chat, he sent his paint scheme like 15 minutes ago. Okay, here we go. I'm in, and we've got the number 3 car up front leading. That's average show 2. Right in behind him, looks like you got the 32, which I believe is Dyer. And Gator pulls out of line and is dropping back. I don't know if that's by design to try and get with some teammates or what there in that NASCAR 5 Xbox racing machine there, but yeah, average Joe out front leading.
That could be. After all, it's a couple laps in,
and of course you got 32 laps to the stage. It's not like you got a very short run guaranteed. I mean, you got some time to build up.
Where I want to go.
Yeah.
You got Beats by Dad in the number 10. Running that, or sorry, correction, number 14. Running that Smithfield Pro League car. And then you got
There for you.
HendrickCars.com number 24. You got C-Man driving the number 56, as always. You've got, Extreme driving the number 18. You got...
Oh, careful there, Extreme.
Maverick Moose driving the number 9. You got, NASCAR the number 47. PGL Rooks is driving the 69. We got Fred Bob here driving the number 81. 16 here for Synopsis.
Oh, it's still early on.
And you got Zach attacking number 34. Tanklin in the 11. Royster in the number 91. He's got a guy in the 22 as mentioned earlier, and that is the entire field run down through the order of who's in what cars. And, we got contact at the outside wall for the 27. That was pretty hard contact there.
56 just jump in behind us here.
I believe you got
give him 2 leeway for grab.
Ironically, the 24 and the 3 teammates, I believe.
Long range.
Now, I may be wrong on the 400 miles, but I know they are very good friends off the racetrack. Better than, and they've been in multiple leagues together, so I'm assuming they're teammates.
We have a main pack of 12 cars. We got 5 cars sent back.
Say right now it looks like this front dozen or so are trying to get, are pretty much all single filed. You got guys put in the back that are getting antsy and trying to make something happen, but there aren't enough cars back there to really help them. Yep. Okay, so that's why they went over to the Discord. They have 17 drivers. And just too many for an Xbox party.
I got loose.
Yeah, right now though we got someone on the outside. Who's that trying on the outside? I think that was Fred Bob.
Yep. That is.
A few other cars up there. You got the 24 up there. You got
that's
a
kind
number
of
of cars trying to make that
race back their field. Thank you guys for giving so much room right now. I appreciate it.
Bottom line.
Oh yeah, the bottom line is definitely by far the best line here at Daytona. I mean, it takes a lot of cars that know what they're doing and communicate very well to make that outside line work. Or you need a significantly low amount of inside line cars. Usually, I think you need to be about 2/3 of the lead attack cars in that outside lane to really make it very effective. Outside that, you're just dropping back.
NRD drop between me and C-Man. Now. In the race. More people will work with each other later on. Everybody here is supposed to use each other.
The 3 of it, I believe the 3 is average fuel in front of
it's average fuel. Well, he's got single file. I think he's looking at some of these guys back in the pack. Maybe he's looking for maybe a manufacturer alliance to try and maybe form some
kind of sitting back here chilling. I'm not even really trying right now.
Use that to go to the front. Whereas you got Synopsis there who won the
how fast a lap I can run
for the Thomas Cup Series. Winning another significant plate race that we both involved in. You know how good he is at this style of racing.
Synopsis grabbing.
Now, I don't know if it...
Whoa,
Is there
check up,
just a
big
lone
check up,
Toyota
big check up.
I don't see many Toyotas out there. Looks like he may be...
that was lag.
Manufacturer alliances. Oh, wait, no, correct.
Yeah.
The 69 of Brooks is also a Toyota.
But go to seem to be the
Nope, 91 is also a Toyota.
So we're looking at a...
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we all stand, that's those
Toyotas. And then the rest is split Chevys and Fords pretty much evenly, it looks like. Now we got 2 and 3 wide battling here in the front pack.
Hey, you're good.
Average Joe moves up in front of what we assume is
here, but
a teammate of
we'll
some
figure it
sort
out
there. With that 24. Now, regardless, they are Chevy aligned. They are Chevy cars. So
yeah, you got one coming right now too.
At the very least, relying on the fact that they're a Chevy alliance to work together, even if it is maybe not directly the team cars. And here comes. So we got Chevy, Toyota on the inside line versus Chevy, Toyota on the outside. Okay. So pretty even. Seems a little Chevy heavy at the front.
Ooh.
Amazing racing, guys.
But again, now everybody's kind of gravitating
we're outside.
back towards
He's
the
outside
inside
yet.
line.
Come on up.
He's going to break that top line apart.
I'm kind of just playing both rounds right now.
Three and four wide, man.
3 and 4
Yeah, I'm giving you
wide.
one here,
Where?
guys. Here you go, guys.
His main pack is only about 2 wide, if that.
Kind of working.
Now, when you have 2 wide in Daytona, you very quickly break into 3 and 4 wide. We've been single file to double file for the last, like, 4 laps, maybe.
Yeah. No. But it slows up the field enough to where
The
we get swirly
18
and get scared.
goddamn, but then
Come on, Steven.
going to go backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're.
As mentioned, he doesn't have a whole lot of those Toyotas out there to rely on to help. So as long as he can maintain that draft, I think he'll be okay.
Good job so far, guys.
In the group. To be honest, I think you're really just racing to this first pit stop, which could become any moment now. I mean, I believe they've entered the fuel window, and I know they're nearing halfway in the stage, so I think they are pretty well in the fuel window to make it to the end of the come to pit earlier.
Okay, Cream? I've been talking all night. T-Man, give me.
It's there. Once again, this is...
That'd be a Cream.
Is there what, JP?
Daytona 500. Thank you for joining us.
I'm doing 2:14
JP,
right
you
now.
asked, is there what? You said, is there, and then stopped.
So, is there a
Watch it.
doing right now, Ryan?
I would be talking to my other drivers in this front pack, because if you come alone, you're done. You might as well not be, you might as well just be playing to try and not end up a lap down for the rest of the
still a little new, guys, so
I'd be working it out with everybody else in the sweet pack, trying to
move up.
Or potentially, because I'm sure these guys, at least for some of them, on videos, I guarantee you they are probably going to be pulling up their phone, possibly trying to text the team, or text potentially a separate group chat, like, hey, we'll have to on pit on. Or trying to use code words to work on throughout the week.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of just hanging back a little bit.
I mean, right now you've got a lot of drivers in this front field, and now at Daytona, I believe the lap times are slow enough to do the end hit without losing a lap here.
Sorry, T-Man. I gave Synopsis a bump at
We still have yet to actually see anyone pull off the curve, so.
Yeah. I haven't seen they pull off the road that
So I think right
they're
now this guy
getting more and
is
more.
essentially trying to figure out what lap everybody wants to put on and try and communicate that and get that done before it's too late.
A lot better than last week, Rose. You're doing good.
Because you don't want to pit and find out, everybody had to come there
Well,
and
check up
everybody
on
moves
the
to the draft.
kill
Right
it.
now, really, for this 24, 3, maybe some of these other Chevy with the front pack, you want to try and shuffle out as many of these cars as possible on potentially an early pit call if you can get enough of them to go. It's like 9 was looking at the pit road there, but no one else went with them. So they kind of ducked down low.
Okay, Moose. Holy crap. Lose all those spots.
So yeah, right now I think we've got a lot of mind games and a lot of discussions going on over the course of this, trying to figure out what they're doing.
Yes,
You still got Moose?
do,
Green?
so, you know,
It's not going to so pit stops, I don't think.
racing was fun, also trying to get a screenshot earlier today, and
The whole time. There we go. That should be a little quieter for everybody. On the game sound, I didn't realize I had keys on screen.
please come explain what's going on here.
Yeah. You were saying? Something about being in a private lobby before the race.
Yeah, I was in a trying to get a screenshot before the race, and I just could not get the bottom line to work for myself. Finishing in the back of the pack.
Well, is that because
Oh, yeah.
you were just way too low? Because, I mean, that apron is unforgiving. If you touch it, you're going to be sent up the track and into everybody else. Also,
Yeah.
if you have the AI turned all the way up, because they're designed to try and challenge, like the hardest level of AI are designed to challenge the custom setup players. So in some cases, you might just be playing against AI that are designed around custom setups and you're on a preset.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, though, looks like everybody's kind of getting single file, maybe trying to ready up. And here we go. Looks like the Toyota drops down on the inside there of Brooks, but nobody else goes down there. And he pulls back into the line. No, he goes through the grass. That was a hazardous situation there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did he manage to maintain the draft? That's obviously the main concern right now. And looks like he has lost a bit of the draft, but he's got a pusher there in the 9. That might be able to help him try and get back up there. Though, of course, they have significantly less cars than the draft. Yeah, so the paint scheme Keystone's running, though, is actually based on his real-life paint scheme for this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, pit stops. Whoa, we just had a car miss pit road.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of guys in the back half of the field coming to pit road. Beats by Dad there, number 14. Was the driver that missed the pit road. a lot of the guys in the back deciding that, hey, they need to try and come early. Oh, uh-oh. Speeding penalties are also something you got to be aware of, and I believe the 22 just got one because he's been sitting in that pit stall for a long time. Now here come the leaders. So the question mark is going to be, who of these leaders comes out first? And actually, one leader, I believe, has actually stayed on the racetrack in Synopsis. Now he's out there with a lap car, I believe, in that 11, who I think has pitted already. Yeah. And here comes Synopsis coming
More
to
pit
all
stop.
by himself. And here we go, race coming off the road. A lot harder to manage getting down to pit road all by yourself, or a lot easier to manage it all by yourself, but
Yeah.
you lose a lot of time without the draft. They're saying we're gonna have to wait and see as they come by pit road this time to see how the field ends up stacking up compared to everybody else. As I believe the 24 and the 3 may be battling for this race lead. Let's see, does the lead swap over? Looks like the lead is not swapped over. Oh, yeah, there we go. 24, race leader. The 24, the 3, and the 18 are your lead pack.
Here we go.
And I would almost anticipate that 18 isn't going to get much help. I think right now these two cars are going to pretty much try and lock this 18 out of a top 2 spot in this stage.
Even though this 18 is running second right now.
Well, yeah, he's running second right now, but let's say we still got another half a stage to go. I mean, we got a lot of laps still ahead of us in this stage, and there's a number of ways you shuffle a guy out of line. Because at some point, that 18, he's going to want to try and make a move for the lead, I'm willing to bet. And when he makes that move, the 24 isn't going to go with him. And even something the 24 can do is he can make it look like he's looking to the outside, trying to get the 18 to go up there with him. Because once the 24 is out there, he can't very easily come back to the inside. But if he does get back to that inside and get to the inside of the 18, then he's shuffled out of the front 2.
Yeah. Let's see, how many more laps to go in the stage, Wayne?
We have got only a few more, actually. We got about 3 or 4 more laps. Yeah, we got coming to 3 to go this time.
So, what do you think the strategy is going to be once we get the stage break, Ryan? 4 tires?
I think you're on the lead lap, 4 tires and fuel is pretty much, I mean, I'd say it's a no-brainer because you've really got no reason not to.
Yeah.
No, because, I mean, 2 tires at this point in the game, it's not going to be all that worth it, even if you can make it to the next pit stop on tires. I mean, there's no real reason not to. I mean, unless there's all 17 cars on the lead lap, maybe you can convince me the 17th or 16th would do it to try and gain the track position. But over the course of the 14, 15 lap run to the pit stops, or even more like 20 laps like what we saw this time, I mean, the cars are going to get...
Yeah.
And you're going to start to slide back the order if you're one of the only ones that does 2 tires. And I guarantee 2 tires is not going to be a common outcome.
Whoa!
Yeah, and there goes that 18 sliding down the inside, and that's going to allow the other two to try and link up and go to the front. Told you they'd find a way to do it. As we're going to be taking 2 to go this time. Now the question is, how aggressive do the teammates play with each other, the 3 and the 24?
But Chevy teammates.
Yeah, Chevy teammates, but I'm willing to bet that they're probably, to some degree, aligned more than just the fact that they're both Chevys.
Oh, I see what you mean. They're friends.
Well, since they're friends, they've been teammates in Misfitz before. I believe they're teammates in Impact Racing League, which is Joe's league. And you've got the fact that they've been working very well together tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a lot of things that make it look like there's a good chance that those two are teammates. If it's not already completely confirmed.
2 laps to go.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one to see what the 24 does try and do here.
Seems like the 24 has backed off the 3 line.
Well, I think for the most part is the fact that he's got to figure out what the 18 is going to do here. Because he's got the 18 right there. And now to his inside as the 18 goes on by.
Yeah. Oh. I think
that was the stage finish there. So the 18 was able to get the 24 right by the line for that stage finish. We're just kind of waiting out the rest of the guys to finish out their lap, but stage winner, Average Joe.
Average Joe wins the stage.
Yeah, second place was the 18, I believe, and then third place was the 24 of D-Prep.
So,
yep, back to the green flag here.
green flag.
Looks like 4 tires is probably a pretty common decision because everybody looks to have stayed in roughly the same spots. Here we go, green flag is back underway, and I wonder.
I just wonder how long that 9 is going to suck and push the 18, Ryan.
Well, he doesn't really have many opportunities to do much other than push him for that first bit. But I'm kind of curious to know if that 24 might have let the 18 by on purpose at the end of the stage. Because if you noticed, because most every position on the track stayed very much the same at the end from the end of the stage to the restart, and first and third lined up nose to tail. Those two being the 3 and the 24. Did the 24 let him by for a good chance at lining up on the back bumper of the 3 for the restart?
Possibly. That's something I did not see coming.
Yeah, I didn't actually think about it until I saw those two lining up together, and here we go. The 24 kind of gives the push as the 3 car slices through the middle, and those two now are back to 1 and 2. Yeah, that seemed like it was very well organized. The fact that they would get together and line up 1, 2. Oh, we got a spinner. Yeah, it looks like the 2 went for a spin. That's Brad K, 2 crew there in the back, going for a spin.
Welcome in. We got 2 viewers. How many you got on this?
I've had like 3 to 5 most of the night. We got 3 right now. Yeah, right now we've got a pretty good battle for the lead if they can just get this outside lane to organize a bit.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
We did have couple cars lag out.
Lag out or quit? Master was probably lag. Royster probably may have been lag, and that's one of those very few Toyotas out there. I was just curious because of Brad K2 lagged out. I'd say that would be more likely a back out because he did just end up wrecked, probably not of his doing, in the back of the pack there.
Yeah.
Here we go, coming down the back straightaway. Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to, a lot of these guys are trying to get the single file train racing going.
Yes.
Especially with this very heavy Chevy group at the front. I mean, I think the first Ford is the 32, and then behind that would be maybe 34, I think would be the only other Ford I see.
What do you think they do to break up this Chevy?
Well, I think what the Fords need to do is, I think this is going to first off rely on the Fords. I think the Fords are going to need to realize that they're outnumbered. The Chevys.
Here we go. We got cars keeping to the outside.
Yep, there we go. So looks like that's a Chevy that isn't looking to play this teammate game. That was a Chevy car that led that charge to the outside, though. Again, only 2 cars. Not really well organized enough. They're going to be drifting backwards a bit. But I think what the Fords first need to do is realize that they are outnumbered. They cannot outpower these Chevys. The Chevys have the power. They have the numbers. And the Fords need to realize, whether they like them or not, that they've got to help. They've got to work with the Toyotas to try and help them both. Because once you add those 2 together, you might have enough cars to try and challenge the Chevrolet powerhouses at the front.
Yeah, what do you think we're going to see at the end of this stage? Do you think everybody seems to be content to run it clean for the last 50 and then the last 50 laps?
I'm not sure what you mean by that, but yeah, at the moment the cars seem to be content enough to run where they are for now. But again, we're still a pit stop and a bit away from this stage finish. Though there we go, those 3 Chevys, those 3 have really made a breakaway here for the moment. Problem is the second they get any kind of separation between them, they are going to get absolutely swallowed alive by the rest of the field. If any of them goes to make a move on, say, the 3 or the 24. And regardless of who would kind of be at fault for that, the result would be the same, of them being absolutely eaten alive.
Yeah. Here they come.
What, you guys pitting already?
Nope.
Oh, because you were talking about like they were pitting. Oh no, here we go. Yeah, they're here. They just got eaten alive, and some of those guys trying to look to the outside to take advantage of the slower cars to avoid losing their momentum. But problem is, once they lost that momentum, and because that was kind of the big deal, was making use of that momentum as soon as you got there. Like, look, Joe is going to go up there to try and take some of that momentum and hopefully use that push to get just clear enough to go to the bottom here. Yep, to pick back up the 24 and now start working the 2 lanes of traffic. The 9 cars gotten around the 24 as well. It's just kind of a matter of managing the traffic, trying to manage the run. Oh, a little bit of a late block there from the 3. But the 9 cut them enough slack to where they all are still going the right direction, at least.
Yes, sir.
But again, the question mark keeps being raised. Okay, what do you do now? What's your game plan here?
Yeah, because you do have to think about getting a single file for the second round of green flag.
Well, that's still a number of laps off. I mean, we're still, I'd say, at least 4 to 5 laps away from really being in likely pit stop range. And even then, I think we're still a few more laps from likely green flag pit stops, rather than just talking about possible green flag pit stops.
Yeah. I don't know, but do they have game cautions on in the lobby?
I do not believe so. I think they might have relaxed yellows on, actually. If you want to back out, you can actually check that. I can send you an invite and you can check that for us.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right now this while this field is kind of single filed out for the most part, we can be checking stuff like that to figure this, to figure out where we're at.
No, they just have stages and black flags on.
Okay, so no game yellows. It'll be all manuals tonight. And to be honest, so far, outside of that one spin for the 2 car,
yeah,
I haven't seen any real wrecks or spins at all.
No,
It's been a really clean race.
Yeah, been really clean.
Now, granted, I think a lot of that is due to the fact that these guys are very experienced in running together and running in big packs. Contrary to some of the Thomas Cup Series League races where, especially at Daytona or at Talladega to start the season, I don't think most of us, me included, has run in many league race style races that have that many cars in them. Most of us have been used to 9, 10, 11 car lobbies where you can pretty much manage being only ever as much as 2 or maybe 3 wide versus being 2, 3, and even 4 wide very consistently.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I believe we're getting closer to where you can now hit and make it. But again, the question mark is arisen of what do you do?
Yep.
Like when do you come to pit road? And how many cars do you think you need with you? Because obviously the more cars, in theory, is better. Problem. The more cars you have, the more stuff you have to be paying attention to while trying to carry some amount of speed to pit road. Versus if you're coming to pit road with like 5 or 6 guys, you only have to worry about 5 or 6 guys. We got contact with the outside wall for the
Yep.
for the 34. Someone else through the grass. I believe that might be the 14 there of.
I hope the leaders have a plan for when they get PDs. To its lap car.
Looks like the lap car though is gonna stay out the way. I mean, he's staying right against the high line. I mean, that is exactly what a lap car should do in this situation. Everybody else is single file on the bottom. He's going up to the top side, leaving them plenty of room.
Yep.
And he's going to tag onto the back of the draft so he can stay right there with them, rather than losing another lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just so many of these guys that are just right there in this lead pack, and to be honest, in position to where they could probably take the lead if they have a good pit stop and a good entrance to pit road.
Yep.
Problem is, the better of an entrance to try and have the pit road, the more likely you are to speed.
If you're liking what you see so far, like, put a like on the screen for both of us. But Ryan, it's been a pretty clean race tonight. Like you said before, right?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's been very clean, very green flag running, and it's really allowed the 3 car to really command this race so far. I mean, even this time, without necessarily a likely actual teammate, he still has a Chevrolet on his bumper, but he's just kind of been able to very easily just kind of run the bottom line, not really have much of a challenge mount to the outside.
Do you foresee anybody trying to make a move on the free and the guy in second?
I think your best shot right now to see a move for the lead would be for those 3 or 4 Fords in the pack. Yeah, 4 Fords. The 16, the 2, the 22, and the 32 to all kind of go up to the top line in fairly good sync. And I think if you have all of them going to the outside together, I think it's likely you might see the 9 move up. I think you might see the 11 move up to try and make that block. And then you've got to worry about, okay, does the 3 make that block? And then does that leave him open to maybe the 11 going back to the inside? Or even the 11 just staying course if the 3 decides that he needs to walk the run coming. But again, right now they're a little too disorganized. I mean, the 2 Penske cars just dropped themselves a bit off the back of them. Though, again, you do kind of need a bit of a gap to the cars in front of you to really build a run. So I think right now what you do if you have these cars, you just run right in their draft. Try and follow right in behind, and you try and pull the outside. Also, sorry, I said the 2 Penske cars. That was the yellow and red number 34 of Zack Attack, not the 22. The 22 being a white car today with Keystone guy.
Yeah.
Listen, they're both yellow and red cars typically with the Logano car and the McDowell car.
Yeah.
Here we go, 2 car to the outside of the 16. I thought when they got there that maybe the 16 would go up there with them to try and give some sort of drafting help. Looks like they just kind of ignored the whole idea of build a draft. Build a run.
Oh, pit stop's upcoming.
Yeah, that makes sense. They were running to about 2 laps to go on fuel. Maybe some of the guys that were saving more, they might have been able to make another lap or 2. Now again, you gotta remember that 2 car. He's right on the tail end of the lead lap. I think he might be the guy you see take 2 to try and get out in front of this lead pack and lead the field to try and get back on that lead lap. Now, granted, where he's running right now, he is the free pass. And actually, it looks like there might have been a lot of fuel-only or 2-tire calls here, as they only have about 4 or 5 laps in the stage remaining.
Yeah.
And right now, the race leader is actually that number 14 Smithfield car. So the race, and now I believe that might be okay. And that was a pass for second there as they come into the pits for the 22 that we just saw. Meanwhile, the race leader is in as well. The 14 is in.
So the 14 could not make it.
Oh yeah, there's no way you make it the entire stage on fuel. I mean, no matter how much you're saving. And I believe that will hand the lead back to Average Joe here.
Average Joe.
With the 9 and 16 in behind. So, once again, you really just don't have enough cars to really mount much of a charge, if any, here.
No.
As you've got about 4 or 5 laps, or about 3 to 4 laps to go on the stage here.
Stage. Yep.
And actually, the correction, the 32 is actually the race leader. The number 32 of Dynaskulls here is actually the race leader.
Dyna's going.
Now he is about to get absolutely eaten alive by these race leaders. He's just got to manage the gap. They're going to be coming on him very quickly, but he's got to just know how to manage this gap and go for it. He's got to make the blocks. He can't let them get by him. Or at the very least, he has to halt their momentum in going by him. To where he won't lose the draft from them. Because there was very little chance he was actually going to end up not making it, keeping the lead all the way around. I believe they're coming back to 2 laps to go this time by.
And then.
It's either 2 or 3. I'm not exactly sure. Not the best at mental math.
It should be about 2.
Yeah, coming to 2 to go. I just had it confirmed on the stream. So we got 2 laps to go. This lap, and 1 more. Now, for a 4-car draft here at the front, you really don't know what these guys are going to be able to do. But you do have 2 Fords and 2 Chevrolets, so those 2 Fords, they could try something if they want to work together. Though the 32 stays with the Chevys and leaves the Fords out to dry. Or I say leaves the Fords out to dry. I mean the Ford, because there's only one of them up there.
The Ford, yeah.
White flag in the stage. White flag in the stage. Last lap. And let's see. What is going to happen here, I wonder? Yeah, you got that 16. He's looking. He's trying everything he can to give a run to the 32. 32 is looking, but not really able to make much happen here. And say, if this had been Talladega, maybe... Oh, you see the 9 trying to make a move? Not going to get there, though. The 3 car goes and sweeps the stage at the Daytona 500 here to start the season. The 9 car comes up just shy with the 32 and 16 in tow.
Hey Ryan, while we have the wait, can you make me a couple of thumbnails that look pretty cool with that logo like put in your cap when you got some free time?
When I get some free time, yeah, JP, but remember, I'm doing 7 leagues a week right now.
Oh, okay.
Also, what logo? Because, again, I also have, like, 9 messages, like 9 unread message conversation things every time I log into Facebook.
The full throttle logo. Add the...
I say, because I don't have a clue what videos you're making to make thumbnails on. I mean...
Oh.
I say, I don't know what videos you're in the process of making. For all I know, you're doing a the Flex Seal team breakdown analysis now that they have 3 full-time drivers confirmed for the 2021 season.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you're doing a Rick Ware Daytona 500 driver analysis with their full 4-car armada now named. Because we do now know who all the 4 chartered Rick Ware cars are going to be.
But meanwhile...
Yeah, we got the 3-car back out front and leading laps at Daytona. Yeah, one of them plate tracks. But, for the first time in a while, you've got a lot of Ford power on that inside line.
Oh! Come on! Well, I don't know how they avoided it, but we...
Yeah, so now the problem for the 3-car is, unlike all race long, he hasn't really ever had a majority of the cars behind him being non-Chevys. So right now he's got the 2 Fords and the 18 Toyota as 3 of the first 4 cars behind him. The only Chevy really in close proximity to him being the 56, 3 cars back. So, I mean, that's not really enough. I mean, if those 2, the 32 and the 34, could organize well enough, they could make a significant charge on the race lead.
Yep.
Now, whether they get it or not would be another question, but that'll have to be answered if they make the move.
Here we go.
Actually, 4 of the first 5 cars now are all Fords behind the race leader, I mean. So
We
4 of your
forgot to
top
mention,
6 are
I
all
believe-
Fords. Actually,
Oh,
and now that 27's in there as well. Make that 5 of the first 7.
if my math is correct, 100 and 100 breaks down into a final stage of 50 laps. So we're within the last 50 laps of race.
Oh, we're well past 50 to go, JP. We've got about 30 laps to go.
30 laps to go.
Yeah, 30 laps to go, then I gotta catch my private helicopter over to Chicagoland Speedway for the Days of Thunder Racing League. Or maybe I'll just grab one of these fast hot rods and see how fast they can get me there.
Yeah.
Just gotta remember which states the speed limit is just a suggestion in.
Will you have plenty of time to finish this podcast?
I assume so. But assuming the race stays green flag. I mean, we're turning out laps about... Yeah, it's gonna be close. I don't know if I would say plenty of time to finish this race out, but as I said, I'm gonna make sure I finish this one out before I go over there.
Ooh, wow.
And these cars, they're just getting more and more unstable as the laps go on. I mean...
Yep.
I would not want to be behind the wheel of any of these cars right now. They do not look like they're handling very well at all.
No. They don't.
So here we go. Man, these guys, they're just running around here. They've gotten single file though. That's kind of been the big key to a lot of this dominance from the 3 cars. Just been getting the rest of the field single file. Problem though, of course, being who those cars behind him are. I mean, who's the first Chevy behind him?
Well, so we're inside 30 laps to go. When do you think the final pit stop comes?
Well, I think the bigger question, because they went back green flag with about 40 to go, I think you might be questioning, do they have to make 2?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been paying exact attention to how much fuel a full tank can take. But there's a chance that that some of the field may need 2 stops. In particular, if you've been out front leading the entire time, or if you've been out of the draft for a while. But yeah, the only 2 Chevys in this lead pack outside of the race leader is you've got the 56 of Seaman and the 81 of... I don't even remember who the 81 is. Oh, you've got a few more guys that moved out the race. Yeah, Fred Bob, the 88. And those two being the back two in this lead pack. The 3 cars between Fred Bob and the race leader are all non-Chevys. And here we go. Here goes, by nature of circumstance, both Fords end up in the outside lane together. And the 56 looks to go with them. So now it looks like they kind of are migrating back to the inside lane, though not all of them.
We got a change for the lead.
I don't know. That's going to end up in a change for the lead, JP. You've still got a lot of momentum on that inside lane. I mean, he may have had a shot at sniffing the lead, but he did not really get a run to where he was going to get that one.
What do you think Albert's doing thinking having a 18 person?
Well, I mean, again, I think it's just the same exact thing. I mean, you've got a non-Chevy behind you. Now, it may be more comforting thinking that he's got a non-Chevy behind him, but it's not a Ford. It's one of the only Toyotas in the field, and he's got a Chevy behind that might help him if, again, they're working on a manufacturer alliance. We don't even really know if they've been communicating on manufacturer alliances for the most part, outside of some of the obvious ones that have been working together very well. And oh, we got a car high-sided on the banking. That could end up being a yellow called. Oh, and it's Keystone. No. Oh, this is sad to see. Oh, looks like he got reset back on the track. I'm watching that on the replay. Oh yeah, he hit the wall hard and ended up getting high-sided for a little bit there.
Uh-oh. Here comes the one on the bottom. The fleet's going to have to come down and...
Well, why would the 3 have been off the bottom? I mean, the entire line is on the bottom lane.
I know he was temporarily at the bottom.
I was going to say, because most of this field's been off the bottom for some amount of time. But I mean, it's not like there's a run coming from the outside, so it's not like he's going all the way up to the wall to block or anything. He might be moving half a lane up. Yeah, we're within 20 to go, though. So you're starting to get into the range where I think you might start thinking, hey, maybe I can make it on fuel from here. I think, to be safe, I think you need to make it to about 17, 16 to go, maybe even a little further than that. But it's really going to depend. I'm not hearing anybody talking about needing to come to pit road right away either. So it seems like it'll be a one-stop race for the most part.
Seems that way, doesn't it?
Yep. That's wise. So yeah, this 3 car though, I mean, he is putting on a absolute plate racing clinic tonight. I mean, did we go back in time to like the 90s? Because that doesn't seem like average Joe. That seems like Dale Earnhardt right there. Now, granted, if this is Dale Earnhardt, we've got to watch out because he very rarely he actually finished every Daytona 500 he ever started. But he was known for having issues late in the race that would cost him shots at winning the race, even if he would come back out and make sure he finishes the lap.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I still think the funniest stat is that 2001 Daytona 500 12th place finisher, Dale Sr. Oh, and there we go. As I mentioned it, potential issues. There goes that track position for the 3 car. He's gonna have to try and earn this one back. He's dropped back to the 4th spot.
He is.
Now we've got a race, everybody.
Yeah, that we do.
Because now you've got a driver with very few manufacturer-aligned teammates in the field, with 2 sets of manufacturer teammates right behind him. In, of course, that 24-3 pairing that we've been talking about so much, and the 16 and 32, which I don't know if they're an exact pairing, but they are teammates in another league that you and I both run in.
Battle for the lead.
Yeah, here we go. Battle for the lead. Yep, kind of as expected. The Toyota didn't last long out there with those Fords right behind him. Now, again, I don't know if those 2 are teammates in this league, but I do know they are teammates in another league for a certain team that we both know very well.
Yeah.
Because in case you aren't aware, those are 2 Dyer Speed Racing teammates from the Thomas Cup Series. Out front. Although I don't know if they are teammates, but they do happen to be both Fords in this front field. But here we go. Now we got 2 Chevys working together on that outside lane. The 9 of Maverick Moose and the 3 of Average Joe. And now you've got the 24 leading a charge to the back bumper of the 9, trying to help that line as they go down the back straightaway. The 16 goes up to cover, though. But is that going to allow this outside lane to just kind of take off? Because the 16 back down to the inside, though. I think that 3 car, he's going to have a run off this corner. Here we go. They've made it to 15 to go. By the way, they've made it to 14 to go, actually.
14 to go. 14.
So they have made it. It will be a one-stop race for the field. So the whole talk about 2 stops that is not in play anymore, as they have made it to 14 to go, which we have seen them make a number of times so far. Now the question is, do you take 2 tires on this final stop? Because you may not need a full tank of fuel here if you've still got some fuel in your tank when you come to pit road, or if you only have like 5-6 laps to go in the race when you come to pit road. I would almost say if you're going to be running out of gas late like that, I think you come earlier, take a little less fuel, take 2 tires or something, try and be on track though, because you don't want to be the last people to pit here. Because you want to be coming with the momentum around the outside if, again, you can get a significant enough portion of the field. Now, for some of these guys, I feel like, in particular, if you're the race leader, you're kind of in a pickle because you got to make sure you're the one communicating and figuring out what everybody else behind you is doing. But for like the 3, the 24, the 9, they can wait and see what these front 4 or 5 cars are going to do before they come to pit road. Like if they see these front several guys come to pit road, they can jump on that same strategy when they see everybody ducking down below the double yellow here in 3 and 4. Not saying that's going to happen, I'm just saying that that's something they could do.
Yep. As we're coming to...
We're coming to 11 to go, 11 to go.
11 to go.
It was at this point in 1998 where Dale Sr., I believe, took the lead and never looked back.
Yep.
I really should have gotten some Daytona 500 fact cards ready. Yeah, so I could just read off stuff like, oh, at this point in the... Oh, here we go. Final pit stop here. We're coming to 10 to go. Yeah, as they all come, the entire pack. Now here's the question mark: 2 versus 4. I think the winning call is 2 tires and a bit of fuel.
I'll watch the 9. Looks like the 9 got 2.
Looks like everybody got 2 potentially, unless that 9 got out way in front of everybody here. They're all kind of clumped together here. As I believe that's the 22 going and passing guys for position? Or is that just unlapping himself? I think that was just him unlapping himself from his earlier pitfall. And the 32 is your race leader. After pit stops have cycled. So that is the battle for the lead here. 32-18. But again, you've got a certain amount of cars back there that are kind of building up that run to maybe make our charge. Here comes the 3 car to the outside. Not going to lead that lap, though. I don't think. Let me see. Did he lead that lap? Oh, 3 car did lead the lap. No. Yeah. Yes. 3 car did lead the lap. Not that it really makes a big difference. That isn't the lap that matters. The last lap matters.
Yes.
But yeah, right now, though, to be honest, this 22 could end up impacting who wins this race. Because the 22 here is essentially giving draft to whatever car is behind him. Or he can be a hindrance if he's too much slower. Like what is essentially being right now to the 3 car as the 18 takes the lead. Coming to about, let's see, how many laps is this to go? We got 7 to go for the leaders.
7 to go for the...
Yeah, I believe it's 7 to go. Here we go, 32 goes on by the 18 on the inside. The 3 car trying to make it work on the outside. No help up there. Pulls in behind them. Gonna try and maybe mount a charge later. But man, it went from being an all 3 car show to now we've got 3 or 4 cars that could realistically win this race, and I'd say the 3 car isn't the favorite to win this one right now at the current moment in time. Here we go, 6 more times around. Oh, contact in the back of the field with the 18, and who was that? Was that the may have been the 2? I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But right now you've got Average Joe, too, and Keystone back to back, along with, hey, there's that 24. So that's 3, 4. A lot of those Chevys starting to group up right behind the lead as they take 5 to go here.
5 to go.
Five more times around this big Daytona International Speedway. Looks like 3 car in the wall. Oh, that's gonna ruin the 3 cars' momentum. 2 cars into the wall. And that is going to set up a very interesting finish to this race. Now the 3 car is not in this lead draft. You really got to look at who could possibly win this. Maybe that 24. I mean, he's teammates to the 3. He's been friends with the 3 for a long time. Maybe he's learned some lessons from the 3 on how to make this work here at Daytona and Talladega. But right now, it looks like the 22 is just getting out of the way at this point.
Yep. I'm to make sure he gets well out of the way.
Yeah. And right now, you've got the 32 really should not be getting this much of a lead, though. This is a bad thing, and this might be the mistake that cost the 32 this race, is getting this lead that he's got right now. Because right now, the 24 is going to have a massive run on the inside and going to try and do something with it.
No.
And actually,
outside.
16 to the outside, and the 16 is able to make the pass. Synopsis, we saw him win a plate race just about a week ago now in the Thomas Cup Series at Talladega. Now he's up front once more at Daytona here for the season opener here, trying to make an impact here. Question though is he going to be able to hold on to it for what is essentially going to be 2 more laps? I believe it's either 2 or 1. I'm not sure. This might be the white flag. We're going to have to wait and see though as we get around this racetrack. Oh, we got the 81 of Fred Bob on the outside with a run.
Yep. Outside,
but the 24 doesn't really stay to his bumper that perfectly. Does not look like they're going to have the momentum off the corner. The 16 gets out in front, coming to the start-finish line. If this is the finish, the 16 goes to victory lane. Possibly. No, they are still going. One more lap. Final lap. Here we go. White flag. My bad.
White flag.
Should have stuck with my gut, but I wasn't sure. And, oh, we got a car around in the back. Looks like that might be the 8 of Andrew, and oh, the 9 car now into the wall. And 2 more spinning down the inside.
Here comes 34!
Yeah, here we go. This is it. The 24, 16, 81, and 32. 4 cars under a blanket for the Daytona 500 win here. Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen here. Looking high, looking low, looking high again. Trying to find something. Not going to get it done. 16 in synopsis goes to victory lane at Daytona International Speedway.
Wow. What a race.
So do you know what Keystone wants us to do interviews-wise? Just wondering for like post-race stuff.
He didn't tell me. Did he tell you?
I don't remember exactly. But yeah, so just going down to the running order, you've got Synopsis, D-Prep, Dynaskulls, Fred Bob, Maverick Moose, your top 5. Gator, Zach, Seaman, Tanklin, and Beats by Dad. Round out your top 10. So, man, that was a fun race. I mean, the 3 car got shuffled out there at the end in the wreck with the 18. The 2 got spun, unfortunately, there. Let me really quickly just text Keystone and see what he wants us, see if he wants us to invite for people.
Yeah. While he figured that out, I'll give you guys a little preview. Join us again, I don't know. Next week a week when you won't be there.
Yep, next week's a week I won't be there because it's every other week, JP.
Okay, so join me on the call for Atlanta.
Yep, so we've got back to the lobby, and let's see what's going to happen here. See, I've asked Keystone the answer to the question, but I don't, or asked him the question to see what he wants us to do, but I'm not really sure. Looks like he's signed off, so I think we're going to sign off here for the night.
All right. thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next Friday night.
Okay, guys, so thank you guys for watching this coverage here of the Misfitz Racing League Daytona 500 here on NASCAR Heat 5 from the Daytona International Speedway. This has been Ryan Dyer. Of course, if you guys are watching this still live, of course, remember to tune in about, like, 20 minutes for the Days of Thunder Racing League here on the channel. We're going to be going live with that around 10:20, 10:25-ish.